Tomorrow, Brateyko takes on Piccolin.
1-love.
The format will remain best of 5 games.
Love 2.
Nice there, spinny backhand from Solomiya Brateyko. Both of these women participated at Paris 2024. Real confidence booster for both of them there.
That's fantastic angle. Again, just using the side spin on the serve, fanning it away from her left-handed opponent.
That was a standout shot against Nisha Lian. Oh, look at that, painting the table there. Brateyko under pressure, redirecting.
Just
catching the edge there on that backhand.
I
think, you know, these two just sort of testing the waters right now. I get that feeling. I know that they've not really played each other that much, Jordan.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've only played once before, haven't they? A few years ago. And it was Piccolin that came out the victor with 3 games to love victory.
That was in Italy, actually, at the FIDE Biella women's singles round of 32 stage.
2-5.
Yeah, but these players at this top level, everything can change.
Yeah, in the blink of an eye. Oh, it's coming off the edge of the racket. Just misses the back edge. Seen some amazing points before where that's ended up landing on the opponent's side. We've even seen the player who thought they win the point walk off and then it lands. There's been some unbelievable moments with the top edge like that, where it balloons up. So far, so good here for Brateyko. 3-point lead.
Yeah, fantastic exchange. Brateyko able to do some great placement there, keeping it into the backhand half for her opponent.
Yeah, nice minor adjustments made there. Now her touch play against Mala Babic was letting her down. She was popping quite a few up. Here, you imagine she won't play as many pushes or touches. Less of a test of patience now.
Please remove your free arm. 4-7.
Talk us through the service guidelines, Jordan, briefly. Because Brateyko was, what should I say, Piccolin was warned there.
Yeah, I think she was just warned to remove her non-playing arm, so her left hand it would be. You can't hide the point of contact anymore. You used to be able to, but now you must take away the arm so the full contact point is revealed to your opponent. That is some of the new guidelines. Not so new, but new enough.
9-4.
Got to toss it behind the white line as well. How many inches is it? 13?
I think it's 16 centimeters. It's the height of the net.
Okay.
5-9.
And that's a tall order, returning a shot like that.
Yeah, fantastic. Just spraying it into the forehand half.
High difficulty shot there from Piccolin. She's playing this serve quite regularly, which for me shows she's inviting the open play. But it hasn't really gone her way here. 5 game points. Yeah, better when she can get Brateyko to start the rally with a push. The serving backspin could be good for Piccolin in the next game. Or at least more often than what she has here. Brateyko should finish this by her standards.
That's fantastic. A little bit of fortune. Then she chooses her own luck by smashing that cross court.
Slow the pace right down. Call that filth in table tennis, where you don't know what it is, but it's pretty dangerous. Perhaps didn't contact it so close. Tsunami of confidence after defeating Nisha Lien. Knocking out a three-time winner of this event. Not easy, even though Nisha Lien had won them in 96, 97 and 98. Still a top-tier player, very, very cunning player.
1-1.
Of course, Brateyko far more orthodox, a shake-hand attacker, inverted rubber on both sides. What do you think could be some good tactics here for Piccolin Giorgia to take her strengths away, make things tricky?
Yeah, I think Brateyko is fantastic when the ball's at very high speed and they're just given rapid exchanges. Maybe Piccolin needs to change the pace a little bit. As I said, she has some powerful shots, but not being allowed to play them with these rapid exchanges. Maybe needs to go slow, then sets one up, then she can go fast.
And how would she do that from the services now? What kind of services would you be looking to do?
Yeah, maybe trying to keep the serve more short. I guess some of the serves are drifting, allowing our opponent to flick. But then again, quality push like that, it's also putting your opponent under pressure.
Yeah, I feel like there was a sort of phase where barely anyone really wanted to push long. Everyone was just sort of flicking because that was a way to get on the front foot, but the flick can be so effective as well. She's been faulted here, Piccolin, for her backhand serve. And the backhand serve's usually far safer.
Yeah, they're saying it's not high enough this time.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Before you say for the arm.
No, one warning is
For
okay.
the arm,
Yeah.
right? And now this is different.
5-1.
Umpire having none of it. But
I think that was harsh, to be honest.
I have to see that again. Let's have a look. It's the palm, the flight always.
Nah, I don't know what they're seeing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're seeing.
That is way higher than that.
That seemed absolutely fine to me. Umpires doing their best out here, of course, but all we can say is what we think as well.
Yeah, of course they don't see the slow-mo. They just see it in real time, but you know, tough decision for me.
Yeah, seemed a bit harsh, didn't it? She changed the backhand serve as well, just to make a fault less likely.
But sometimes in these situations, you know, you can get a bit bitty after a decision like that. It can really force you on. So maybe this is going to happen here.
Yeah, she could use this as fuel to her fire instead of resenting it.
Yeah.
Seems like she's managing to do that.
Yeah, she didn't get too frustrated with the. Obviously, she was frustrated, but she didn't get too frustrated with the decision.
I think that's fair to say. She's behind by a point now, the Italian. Another long serve. Oh, that was really smoothly done.
Yeah, you can see the fires definitely brewing.
There's so much on the line here.
It's a bit better though, trying to change the pace of the ball, going slow, going fast.
Create those juxtapositions, draw Brateyko in, take her out, test those irregular transitions, obviously laterally as well. Brateyko will struggle to go from corner to corner. Piccolin's quite good at that.
6-6.
And again, the slower ball doesn't look the best, but does the job.
Good bit of improv there. Didn't look to be best placed, but she blocked the ball with the forehand. Well, she got along again with the serve. The long serve to backhand has been the most common serve we've seen. Does it again?
I think she feels she can serve this half-long, long serve that she's doing to backhand. Okay, Brateyko's flicking it, but it's not flicking it with venom. It's allowing her to get into an open rally very quickly.
It's a comfortable ball for Piccolin to deal with, to attack.
As you see there again, just flicking it into the middle, but it's not enough. Piccolin can do some damage with her forehand.
It's a clever serve as well, because it's very tough to push that kind of serve, because there's topspin on it.
7-8.
Maybe Brateyko would be better to wait a little bit longer, or maybe pivot more regularly off that serve.
Yeah, I'm not sure she's a massive pivoter going around the corner, Brateyko, but I think she trusts her backhand. And maybe just trying to find better placement with it. Can't just open it up to the middle of the table.
Yeah, if she can go wider into that forehand, or deep to backhand, she can put a bit more pressure on that. Try to go into the middle of that one.
Very difficult because she's trying to take the backhand from the backhand side and cover the middle.
Well, there we go, she escapes that one. Good receive.
Fizzing up the back of the ball. Letting her opponent make the mistake.
Yeah, she told herself, didn't she? I'm not going to make another one of these errors or make it easy for Piccolin. I've had enough of this serve. And now she'll have two of her own. Like a lot of the Ukrainian players, actually, backhand serving. Yeah, nice one. Top spin to middle.
And I don't know if many people in here would have thought the match would have gone this way so far.
No. Especially not this game with Piccolin leading like she was. Well, I never. The Italian seemed to be all over her like a rash with those forehand attacks.
And both these players wouldn't have qualified normally if they just did the normal top 16 regime.
Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? There's so many phenomenal talents just pottering around the edges of the top 16. It'd be a shame to not see them showcased.
That's fantastic. As I said, she just absorbs all of the spin and power. And she stays so close to the table.
Yeah, she's some player. Still looking for her first international or continental title. Overall, fairly solid career record. 171 wins, 160 losses. Straight knockout events, that's good.
2-2.
Yeah, that's really good. Really clever play. Just keeping the pressure, staying close to the table. Not allowing her opponent to play any powerful or big shots.
It's awkward because when you play the ball long into your opponent, you're expecting more of a driven shot or a block, but what you're getting is a deep spin. Something not too powerful, but something that can skid on your surface. It's arcing, which makes it tough to know how to calibrate. And the fact that she's a lefty as well means that that variation is coming from a slightly different place to what Piccolin is used to.
3-4.
Maybe the miss of serve was something to do with the service fault in game number 2. Maybe overthinking it.
Yeah. And again, I know you mentioned it earlier in your solo commentary, Jordan. You barely see players at this level miss serves, but the level of precision they're aiming for to keep their world-class opponent out means that it's possible.
5-4.
Definitely.
Well, we've been talking about how Piccolin struggles with some of the shots of Brateyko. Shows you how much the Ukrainians improved since their last meeting in 2023. Still in her mid-20s. So, future bright shining star for sure, but what about now? Amazing pressure.
6.
Fantastic timing on those.
Yeah, the pressure's just been constantly on Piccolin. She's not had time for a breath.
And you must say,
7,
she's
5.
dealing with these serves so much better now.
And you can say sometimes
Time out.
this happens very often in sport. You have one.
Bit of adaptation from her perspective as well, because she was facing a defender.
7, 6.
Stark contrast to Piccolin.
Yeah, both these players, massive contrast, but at the moment, it's Brateyko has the slight edge and the 2-game lead.
6.
Big
8.
show from her. It's a cushion. Make it or break it for the Italian.
That's better, more aggressive from Piccolin, but the execution wasn't there. Brateyko now edging closer towards qualification to the top 16 event tomorrow.
There's 4 match points here for Solomiya Brateyko of Ukraine, ranked outside the top 130 in the world. This would be a landmark victory. It's not to be yet. Nice fade.
Yeah, serve just running long. Dealt with efficiently.
Brateyko's through. She sticks the flag in the ground here. She's caused 2 upsets.